Hi students, welcome to Master of English. So I think, okay, yeah, okay. So let's start the video of today. That is, as I've told you, the detailed questions, the text-based question answer of shame of life. I'll not take more time to describe all those things. Let's start the video, okay. So the first question of shame of life is like this. What does the title suggest what the poem is about? पोएम रो जो ना दिया है से पोएम से विषय लेखा है कि is it written about that the title suggests what do you think? Yes, the title suggests about the poem is correct. Whatever title is given is correct. The poet has attempted to convey the message that life is real, life is reality. And what is the life of nature? He has expounded us to, here tried to make us know. The second question, what does the poet say about life in the first stanza? In the first stanza, tell me about in one full number, not in one full number, life is but an empty dream. The soul is dead that slumber and things are not worth the same. So what is the question? What does the poet say about life in the first stanza? The poet has rightly told here that life is an empty dream. It shows us many colorful dreams and which are not materialized. That means we didn't get exactly, we don't get those things that we dreamed. So life is an empty dream. He wanted to tell in the stanza. Then, what does the poet mean by life is real, life is honest? What do you think? कौन पाई कहते जीवन वास्तवता जीवन तार सीरियसनेस भर्ती होगी रही कौन पाई the poet says life is real and life is earnest to counter the question, counter the view of whom? The pessimistic people. Pessimistic के रिपिले pessimistic के नैराश्यवादी जो माने कहउचंती नाइ जीवन रे किछि नाइ जीवन टा फांका जीवन रे किछि नाइ सेमान को काउंटर करबा पई कवि कहउचंती जे लाइफ ता कोन तुम सेमति काई कहउछ लाइफ ता रियल लाइफ इज अर्नेस्ट the grave is not its goal ardo and ardo writtenest not spoken about dust thou art and dust thou writtenest not spoken about the soul. This is the stanza. Next, what is the poet's observation on soul? What is the poet's observation on soul? According to the poet, soul is immortal and it never dies. It never dies, soul never dies, and it is immortal. It is our physical body that destroys, soul remain unchanged. That is, okay, next. Quote the line, which means death is not the goal of life. Yeah, that's life is real, life is earnest. Yes or no? Life is real and life is. The grave is not its goal. The grave is not its goal. That is the sentence. Life is real, the grave is not its goal. Yes or no? So quote the line which means death is no. Yeah, that is the line. The grave is not its goal. This is the line where it is written that grave is not the goal of life. Next stanza. What attitude does the poet challenge in the first two stanza? Is the attitude of the poet positive or negative? In the first two stanza, okay. In the first two stanza, the poet challenges the pessimistic view of people. Those pessimistic people were telling, no, life is nothing, life. I have nothing to do in my life. And he has tried to inspire those people that by जीवन रा बहुत किछि अछि तुम सेमति भाबो नै जे लाइफ ता किछि नै बोली कि बुझियला नै नेक्स्ट dust thou art to dust thou returns. Yes, so one attitude is there, na positive attitude. The poet has possessed positive attitude. Dust thou art to dust thou returns. This expression alludes to the Bible. What are the other lines in the poem that makes allusion to the Bible? Bible ro quote I see. Yes, The muffled drums are being beaten, and don't be like bomb-driven kettle. These are the things that have come from the Bible. The buyback of life, world's broad field of battle. The muffled drums are being beaten. Don't be like dom-driven kettle. These are the words or alludes. That's from Bible. Then, what does the poet say about the goal of life in stanza 3? Stanza 3, act in the living present. Act in the living present. So, stanza 3. What does the poet say about the goal and life in stanza 3? So, according to the poet, the grave is not its goal. The grave is not its goal. Yes or no? And we have to act in the living present, and we have to work every day. We have to work every day. And our exact destination is what? Which type of work we should do? We have to act is tomorrow. We have to act is tomorrow to break our record of today. So we'll work such type of, in such a way that we can break our record of today, tomorrow. That is the, poet's view in stanza 3. The next, what is the poet's observation on art? What is the poet's observation on art? Suppose you have made a drawing, or you have, constructed a house, and suppose you die after you enter that house. What will happen? The house will go with you. ତମେ ଘର ଗୋଟେ ତିଆରି କରିଛ, ତମେ ଗୋଟେ ଘର ତିଆରି କରିଛ, ଆଉ ସେ ଘରଟା ତମେ ମଲା ପରେ ସେ ଘର କ'ଣ ଭାଙ୍ଗିଯିବ? ଥିବ। ସେଭଳିଆ କବି ଆର୍ଟ ବିଷୟରେ କହିଛନ୍ତି ଆର୍ଟଟା ସବୁଦିନ ରହିବ। ଆର୍ଟ ଇଜ୍ ଲଙ୍ଗ। ଆର୍ଟଟା ତମେ କରିଥିବା କାମ। ଆର୍ଟ କହିଲେ କ'ଣ? ସ୍କିଲ୍। ତମର ସେଇ ଜିନିଷଟାକୁ ସମସ୍ତେ କଥା ହେଉଥିବେ, ତମ ବିଷୟରେ ସବୁବେଳେ କହୁଥିବେ ଆର୍ଟ ଇଜ୍ ଲଙ୍ଗ। ଆର୍ଟଟା ଦୀର୍ଘସ୍ଥାୟୀ। Be a hero in the strife. Is it an inspiring call of the poet? What other things does the poet urge us to do? Yes, it is an inspiring call for us from the poet. And poet has told us to, act like a hero in the strife instead of being a bomb-driven cattle. ଗାଈ ଗୋରୁ ଭଳିଆ ନ ହେଇକି ଗୋଟେ ହିରୋ ଭଳିଆ କାମ କର ବୋଲିକି କବି ଆମକୁ କଲ୍ କରିଛନ୍ତି. Next, yes, why does the poet prefer the present to past and future? Yeah, according to the poet, we have not seen the future. We have not seen the future, and past is gone. We can't draw back our past. That means these two are meaningless, and we are living in the present. That's why present is important. That's why poet has focused on the present, and he has rightly told us to do the work in the present. Okay, the next question. Next question is what? What do the lives of great men remind us? Yeah, what do the lives of great men remind us? आमे बड़ लोकों को जीवन रू कौन सीखू? Life of great men remind us that we can make our life sublime, living, departing behind on the sand of time. So this is the stanza like that. I have not remembered all the whole stanza. So what is here? That from the great men's life, we can learn that still we are in which condition doesn't matter. Condition doesn't matter. We can make our life sublime. যেଭଳି ପରିସ୍ଥିତି ହେଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ସେ ପରିସ୍ଥିତିକୁ ଆମେ ସୁଧାରି ପାରିବା, ସେ ପରିସ୍ଥିତିର ଉପରକୁ ଯାଇପାରିବା. This is the lesson we are getting from the great men. So you can write life of great men remind us that we can make our life sublime. How do the example of great men help a person in distress? Let us start this. କେମିତି ବଡ଼ ଲୋକଙ୍କର ଜୀବନୀ ଜଣେ ମଣିଷକୁ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରିବ ଯେ ପେନ୍ରେ ଅଛି. ପିଲେ ଦେଖ, ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଜଣକୁ ଦେଖୁ ଜଣେ ଲୋକ ଗରିବରୁ ଧନୀ ହେଇଛି, ଛୋଟରୁ ବଡ଼ ହେଇଛି, କି ମାନେ ମୁଁ ତମକୁ ସେଦିନ କହୁଥିଲି ଯେମିତି ଆମର ଅରୁଣିମା ସିଂ କଥା, ସେ ଝିଅର 2ଟା ଗୋଡ଼ ଭାଙ୍ଗିଗଲା, 26ଟା ହାଡ଼ ଭାଙ୍ଗିଗଲା, ପ୍ରୋସେସିସ୍ ଲେଗ୍ ଲାଗିଲା, ତାପରେ ବି ସେ କ'ଣ କହିଲା ଯେ ୟେସ୍ ଆଇ କ୍ୟାନ୍ କ୍ଲାଇମ୍ବ ମାଉଣ୍ଟ ଏଭରେଷ୍ଟ. ତ ଆମେ ସେଥିରୁ ଗୋଟେ ଜଣଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଡ଼ ଭାଙ୍ଗିଗଲା, ସେ ଶିଖିପାରିବ ନା ନାହିଁ ଯେ ହଁ ମୋର ଗୋଡ଼, ଯଦି ଅରୁଣିମା ସିନା 2ଟା ଗୋଡ଼ ଭାଙ୍ଗିଗଲା ପରେ ଏଭରେଷ୍ଟ ଚଢ଼ି ପାରିଲା, ମୋର ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଡ଼ ଭାଙ୍ଗିଛି, ମୁଁ କ'ଣ କରିପାରିବିନି? So this type of inspiration we get from the life of great men. So how do the example of great men help a person in this is. So after watching or after learning the life of a great man, we get courage. We are being inspired to fight with the problem of our life. Right, like this. Next, how can we make our life sublime? We can make our life sublime by being open doing, by being open doing. बारंबार गोटे कार्य करी रिपीट काम करी we can make our life sublime. Okay, थोड़े नहला आउ थोड़े करिवा, थोड़े नहला आउ थोड़े करिवा. So in this way we can work. So and we have to keep our heart for any fate. We will ready for the result. We'll work and we'll not think about the result. We'll be ready. Whatever result will come, as per our work, our result will be there. So that's why we should not think about those things. What will come on our way? What we'll get? We'll work and work on it. Next, do we find each stanza has 4 lines rhyming alternately at the ends, and each stanza has a recurrent rhythm pattern, 8 levels, 7 levels, 8 levels, 7 levels. What is the rhyme scheme of the poem? A, B, A, B. Yeah, that is very simple. The poet uses depressing words as mournful, empty, dead, grave. What other such words does he use in the poem? Yeah, lots of words are there. Muffled drums, funeral march, grave, separate. These are the words: muffled drums, grave, separate, forlorn is there. Yes, forlorn. These are the words, except those words. Next, what is the tone of the poet? Inspiring or despairing and depressing? Yeah, anybody can tell. A child, even if after reading this poem, after studying this poem, can tell that the poem has an inspiring tone. Yes or no? Yeah, the poem has an inspiring tone. What other similes do you find in the poem? Yeah. So be not like dome-driven cattle. This is a simile. It may be considered as a simile. Be not like is there. I have told you in that text deported that if as is there or like is there in a phrase, it is used and two different things are there. That is a simile. So be not like dome-driven cattle is a simile. Next, life is but an empty dream. What figure of speech is used here? Quote another of same stanza, which this figure of speech is used. So, life is but an empty dream. It may be a simile. Yes, it may be a simile. And in comparison to that, you can write, and things are not worth the same. Yes, and things are not worth the same. These two can be compared. Okay, both can be considered as simile. So that's all. That is all the question and answer of Sam of Life. I hope you enjoyed the class. And okay, what would be the next chapter? Leave in comment. Okay, and I'll make that chapter according to your demand. Okay, keep subscribing, keep watching, stay tuned. Bye bye.